Good Lord, what a pain in the you-know-what. Okay, not exactly what I was planning. I wanted to do this on my phone, but it wasn't happening. So I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for being patient. Whenever it comes to all this technical stuff, honestly, it's really challenging. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll put you on this pot over here. Oh, Dorian, can you move that? I'm stepping on top of Scott's Christmas tree. Don't tell him. All right. How do I move this? Okay. You know, all these great plans. Hi, guys. Thank you. Can you hear me now? I hope so. Well, this wasn't what I was planning. I thought I'd be able to do this on my phone and be able to maneuver around easy. There's Dorian. He's going to be watching on the side because I like to talk to you, not be going like this the whole time. So go ahead and get started with your questions. I will tell you that I am in San Diego right now. I'm here with Scott and Rick. I'm staying in their place, and it was such a last-minute decision. On Saturday night, I was talking to Scott on the phone, and he contacted me, and, well, we were on the phone, and he said, hey, Mom, why don't you just come out and spend Easter with us and be here for the week? And it was like, I don't even think I can get an airplane ticket to leave tomorrow. And sure enough, of course, you know, he's in his 30s, and he knows how to do that. Thank God for your children, your adult children. So anyway, here I am, and we've been having such a great time. They have a really nice guest room. But while I was here, I made a decision that I am going to redo Scott and Rick's master bedroom. Please no hate on the fact that I call it a master bedroom. Here's the deal. I'm old, and forever and ever and ever, a primary bedroom was called a master, and we didn't think anything about it. So just go with me, okay? Anyway, we're going to redo it almost kind of like a weekend warrior project where in 2 days we completely redo the bedroom. Do you want to see how it's going so far? And Dorian, you really need to move this because I'm going to break that tree. That thing that's on the floor right there. No, the tree. It's in the black bag. Anyway, I'm going to take you with me. Let's pray that the internet stays on. But look at this. I am. Right now, the guys just painted that wall, Scott and Rick did, as an accent wall. And there was some construction things that needed to be done to the window because they had a water leak. And while I'm here, we're not only going to do a bedroom remodel, which will be super fun, and we'll have a YouTube video for it. Look at all you guys. How fun is this? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. And I know there are people from all over the world, which is just blows my mind, quite frankly. Okay, so I'm just coming up the stairs here because the boys have an amazing addition to their house. It's a condo downtown San Diego that a lot of people don't have. And you walk out here to this incredible outdoor space with a cool window here, which I'm going to treat as art. But look, all this room, and then you turn around this way and there's room that way too. So we're going to buy an outdoor fire pit, furniture. They have a couple of barbecues, so those will be 2 videos that'll be coming your way soon. Hey, Dorian, are there any questions?
I've got a couple people that want to work for you remotely.
People that want to work for me remotely?
A couple of aspiring lottery winners that would like to have.
People that would like. Oh, a couple people that if they win the lottery, they're going to call.
I have a comment from someone who says, what sort of color palette would you recommend for someone that has terracotta tiles?
Oh, gosh. Well, if you have terracotta tiles, for the most part, I would go with something warm because terracotta is essentially a dark, burnt rust. And I think it looks better if you pair it with warmer things. I don't know what kind of room is it? Is it a bedroom, living room? You know, I'm a fan of light colored furniture, but like you can see here, Rick's got a cobalt blue. Here you go. He's got a cobalt blue sofa sectional. And this year I bought the guys these plaid blankets that they throw on the end. And then they're going to add some leather pillows because they're gay, but they want their place to be masculine. I still struggle with that whole concept. I'm like, if you're gay, why don't you just be gay? And they laughed and said, what, you think we should paint a rainbow mural on our back wall? I'm like, well, now those are a lot of colors we could work with. Just kidding. Anyway, does that help any? Go with a warm, when you know what I'm saying when I say warm, instead of a bluish white, go with a yellow creamy white. Tans, green always looks amazing with that terracotta tiles. Black is good as well. You can even see in the background here, see in their apartment, the color of their cabinets is rust. So you see now here with the black, and they've got gray walls, and it's not bad. As long as it's a warm, muddy gray, you can do that too. Anything else, Dorian?
We have someone watching. It's 12:30 a.m. where they am, which is kind of interesting.
12:30 a.m. Who is that?
That is Ayush Soni.
Ayush
I
Soni.
probably butchered that. I apologize.
Sorry, it's hard for us with.
We've got one from Justina who wants you to redo her kitchen and maybe her backyard, which we're not. And they say that they're in Arizona. You're not anywhere close to Arizona now, but also maybe we do the consultations.
Yeah, if you can be a little closer so that they can hear you better.
Okay.
So someone in Arizona, Justina, wants me to do her kitchen and her.
And potentially backyard.
And her backyard. Well, and wants to know what I would charge?
Yeah.
$1 million. Just kidding. If you are, here's the thing. Recently, I've started back doing some design work for people. It typically comes from someone who hires me for a 1-hour consultation. The people who have the accessibility and ability to do that are Design Sessions members. Let me tell you why I set it up that way. And that may change in the future, but for right now, I'm only opening it up to Design Sessions members. I do that because someone who is a member of the Design Sessions has already taken a step to be serious about their own home and about interior design. So I feel like it's a much smaller group than what I have here on YouTube, of course, but it's a nucleus of people who really are interested in making their homes beautiful. So I can, in 1 hour, make a tremendous difference in their home as we Zoom together. I mean, I've done a couple dozen of them so far, and people have just been blown away and thrilled. And I love getting pictures of people using the tips and the ideas and the things that I've taught them in their home so I can see how it turned out. That's super fun.
We've got somewhat of a rhetorical question, but I think people would like to know the answer is, have you ever thought about designing your own Christmas tree ornaments?
Oh, gosh. Someone wants to know if I've ever thought about designing Christmas tree ornaments. Actually, no. I feel like that is such a specialty. I like going out and finding ornaments that I love. I've thought about curating ornaments and Christmas decorations and things, and then selling them to you guys as a package, like a box of, here's stuff you can use on this color or this scheme for Christmas. But actually designing Christmas ornaments, I would feel like the learning curve would be so big. I'll leave that up to the people who already do an amazing job at it. And a lot of you saw that in January, I went to Dallas Market, to the Christmas market. There's so many beautiful things out there. I don't think we need anything new from me. Maybe just me curating and pulling together ornaments that I think are spectacular. That would be what I'd be interested in.
And I think I was speaking more of the curation part when I said it was rhetorical, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
My house is full of neutral colors. In what forms can I add color in it? And how many colors should I introduce?
Their house is full of neutral colors, and they want to know what?
In what forms can I add color in?
Well, gosh. Okay, let's start with this. If I am walking into neutral walls, neutral furniture, that kind of thing, I usually try to start with some sort of inspiration, like a piece of art that often has the colors. I look for something that takes my breath away. Back in the day, we used to do a lot of pillows that had a print to them. So I would find a pillow that I just loved the colors, and I'd do that. Today, I would say 90% of the time, I am specifying solid color pillows to work well together. There's also area rugs. So if you find an area rug that you just fall madly in love with, that gives you a color palette that you can work from, that you can bring in art and accessories along the lines of the same colors that are in the rug. So those three things: art, area rug, and fabric. What else?
Okay. Well, we got another time zone high from Dubai.
Dubai is in the house.
Right, it's
Yay.
11 there.
Hello. And I see here Jay is from India. That's amazing. Oh, look, Dorian. Someone even said hello. Aisha, Ayush,
Said hi to who?
said Dorian.
Oh, all right. I'm getting claps.
You're getting claps.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
from France. Who is that? David from France. Oh my God, that is so cool. Okay.
This is a really specific question. Did you want to keep reading, or do you want me to?
Well, I do want to read this one. Maybe
Okay.
it's the same one. It
Go
says, how may I find designer styled lighting on a shoestring budget? Or is this possible? Is that the one you were looking at?
We got another one for you after.
Okay, good. So, gosh, I just was going through this with the guys because they want to do 2 separate areas this week. And, you know, they are on a limited budget just like everyone else. And I said, let's do some pendant lights that hang from the ceiling on the same wall as your television. And that'll fill in that drywall space, and it'll add drama and light. It'll be beautiful. So we went looking. We went to West Elm, nothing. At least nothing that was on my radar of what I liked. We looked at Crate and Barrel, nothing. We looked in, we didn't go to Pottery Barn, but they're not usually known for their light fixtures. And the one place where I have found things in the past was IKEA. So that's like the pendant lights. You can buy pendant lights, and they're kind of designery, and it's definitely on a budget. Also, online shopping, you can find things. I would typically go to Blackwell Lighting, which is, my girlfriend owns it. It's where I bought all of my light fixtures when I lived here in San Diego and I did my projects. But it's not, and you can find all kinds of, you can find budget levels, $10,000 for a chandelier or $120 for a chandelier. It's like everything in between. So if you are looking for light fixtures and you have whatever budget, write this down. Contact Kirsten at Blackwell Lighting because she can direct you and give you what you want. But as far as finding designer type, really interesting light fixtures on a shoestring, you might want to make one. I've done that before. In fact, that's what the guys and I are going to do. We bought the IKEA cords with just the thing, and we bought some really cool Edison light bulbs that are very vintage and interesting looking, and we're going to clump 3 together with the cord that goes up to the ceiling, and that's how we're going to get that designery custom look on a shoestring. So I hope that helps. Come back and watch that video because you'll get to see how we actually do that. What was the question you had?
Cool, almost like that one that you've done before.
Huh?
That
Yes, I did it for Scott's.
Outside, right?
Well, I did it. Yeah, I have that on the outside of my house, which we are going to have an outdoor, how to spruce up your outdoor area at my home in Tulsa, because this last year had my pool resurfaced and the decking around it redone. So I'm going to do a great reveal of that. And in that, we'll probably show the light fixture that I made from IKEA. What are they called? The cords. The electrical part is IKEA, and the cords are super long, so you can attach it to the ceiling and then take it down the wall. And then you have to be real smart and clever as to how you disguise the cords. But yeah, I've done it numerous times.
And I'm sure that you'll show them how to do that.
Yes, I will show you how to do that.
Okay, so what size round mirror would you put over?
Oh wait, here's someone. Mary says Facebook Marketplace is a great place to look as well. That's awesome. Okay, back to you.
What size round mirror would you put over a 52-inch long console table? 32 or 36 inch?
Definitely 36 if you have the height. To me, a round mirror is far more impressive looking if you get a big one. The bigger the mirror, the more drama you can get out of it. And you have to take into consideration the height of your console and the height of your ceiling. But if your console is 36 inches high and you're getting a certainly your ceilings are not 6 feet tall. So you'd be fine if it's 8 foot. If you've got literally a really tall ceiling, like 9 foot to maybe a vaulted ceiling, whatever, you might try to find something even larger than 36.
Hello, there's a greetings from Latvia. They love the Christmas music. I guess this is more of a comment from me, is they're saying, can you put the names of the songs in the description? So
how
we'll
many
do that this season.
How many of you want to know the names? We have to, music on YouTube is very sensitive because it has to be copywritten free music. We pay a company that we pay a monthly service, and it's not the cheapest thing in the world to be able to provide you guys with great music in our videos. We basically rent the license to use those songs, but he doesn't necessarily put the name of the song. So if you want to know what that is, let me know here. Leave us a comment if you're interested in knowing what the names are, because we can add that. It's just one more step for Sweet Dorian. Sweet Dorian.
All we need is more steps.
Sorry, right? He's so sweet.
Okay.
This guy, his full-time job is to listen to my voice all day. Bless his little pointed head.
Okay, I've got one from Maxine. Is it okay to paint every wall in my house white so I can sell it? I think that might be pretty obvious.
Yeah, Maxine, that's a good question. Is it okay to paint every wall in your house white? Of course. It's always, whether you're going to sell it or not, you can always paint your walls white. If you're going to live there, I love an accent wall. Maybe not in your living room, and so many things go into play. But as far as selling a house, I think that white or an off-white, like Simply White by Benjamin Moore or White Dove by Benjamin Moore, are very, very nice whites. There's also a white that my girlfriend, I'm sorry, reality, downtown. You want to close that window? I wonder if there's a cute fireman on my truck. Don't you think sometimes firemen can be very handsome? I know, right? Muscular. Anyway, if you want to go back to my video where I did the luxury home reveal, I think it came out in February, with my girlfriend Maria, who is Marie, not Maria, Marie, who is a designer here. She uses Sherwin-Williams paint pretty much exclusively. And I think in the description box below the video, we call out the colors that she uses. And I don't remember it because I've never used Sherwin-Williams, but it's apparently a great white as well. And it's what's on the walls in that video.
This is going to feather in nicely to the video I'm working on right now for our dear friend Brenda. And this question is it a mistake to paint a wall of the room black? I like black and white design.
Oh, I love black and white design too. And clearly, I don't think it's a mistake to paint a wall black. Have you seen the wall that leads into my piano room? It's black. I love black walls. I love black cabinets. I mean, I think it's really classy and dramatic. It's not a mistake. In fact, I've already mentioned to you that I'm filming a video of Scott and Rick redoing their bedroom. Now, they didn't choose black as an accent wall, but it's the same concept of a 2-day makeover. Now, we also have a video that I filmed right before I left San Diego of Brenda's home. How many of you follow me on Instagram? Oh, hi. Oh, I see your hand.
We had a couple people say they miss seeing you every day on Instagram, by the way.
Okay. Oh, I can tell you about Instagram.
Let's save that.
Instagram is in timeout with me. I'm not happy with Instagram. Don't tell anyone. I don't want to get, canceled. But yeah, thank you for saying you miss me. I miss you guys too, but I'm really over Instagram, to be honest with you. So I haven't been posting on there except when a video comes out or just, super important, but nope, not doing it anymore. What was the question though? About Brenda.
Yeah.
So Brenda, she did a 2-day weekend warrior bedroom makeover, and she paints her back wall black, and it turned out amazing. So it's not a mistake. Given, think about this size and the shape of your room. I wouldn't give you a blanket. It's perfect for anyone or everyone. But if your room is right, keep your eyes open, because that the video of Brenda's bedroom will be coming out soon, and you can see what it looks like to have the black wall. And she did the side walls in a green, and the shade of green is what I would call palm palm leaf. It's
Okay.
like grass green. It's a neutral, if you pick a green that is the color of nature that you see in a tree or a leaf, I consider that a neutral. So it looks really good. Okay.
You're giving away the whole video.
I'm giving away the video. Hey, it's like a trailer. Okay, are you like me? Sometimes when you see a trailer, you think, oh my gosh, they just told the whole story and it's so annoying. But here's what I think. I think that the movie industry, they must know something, right? They make bazillions of dollars making videos. So you only feel like they gave the whole thing away if you've seen the video, right? But how many times have you seen a trailer, you haven't seen the video, and you're like, oh, I want to see that. So that's what I think. Okay, that was only your question. Knock it off.
Okay, what is your favorite window covering for an in-home office? Roller shades, black or white, texture, brand new home, white walls, black windows. You probably need a picture, but it's a contemporary look.
Okay.
For the office.
For an office. If it's a contemporary look, I would say probably roller shades because it's just very clean. Yeah, that would be the way to go. I'm not opposed to plantation shutters. I still like them. I know it's kind of old school. A lot of people aren't doing them anymore, but I like them.
I'm a fan.
Are you? You're a fan?
Indeed, but
I love how it looks from the outside of the house, especially if you have plantation shutters on all of your windows. If you do some with plantation shutters and others with curtains, absolutely not. But if you want the consistency of a beautiful home from the outside, from curb appeal, plantation shutters are great. Anyway, for your contemporary home, do roller shades. And probably I would do most of the time, and I've done both the white or off-white roller shades, and I've done the bronze. I've never done black, but I've done the bronze. I prefer bronze. I pick it all the time. I think it creates a really cool architectural look when they're closed. But most importantly, I like them for the fact that you can see through them really well. Whereas if you have the white or off-white, your eye tends to stop at the shade, even though there's some opacity. You can't see through it as well. So I like the bronze. Okay. What else we got?
We are struggling with cold light.
I'm designing my jewelry shop, applying all your principles. Yay. Can you tell me some furniture design and lighting? Should I go with warm or cool or mixed? Gosh, you know what? That is such a broad question because I don't know anything about your store. I don't know about your natural light. I don't know what your jewelry is like. I don't know what your style is. So I'm sorry. As I'm speaking, my head is like filtering through, 17 different answers for you. And none of those would be very helpful because I could be answering something based on what is going through my head, and that's not what you have. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
what was yours doing?
Specifics.
Yeah, I need more
Let's
specifics.
see if this question is going to handle that for you.
Okay.
We are struggling with cold light, very blue, and warm light, beautiful yellow light in our small home. You can see both light colors and parts of the home. Please help.
Okay. You don't need my help. You need to go to the store. I hope they can hear you. Can you guys hear Dorian? So he'll see your answers. Can you hear him asking the questions so I don't have to repeat them?
Give us a 1 if you can.
A 1. Give us a letter, a number. Yes. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Oh, someone from the Philippines. Hi. Yes. Okay, great. Oh, and 1s. This is awesome. Listen. Oh,
Colors.
Tong said, hey, Rebecca, thank you for your inspiration that made me choose interior design. That makes my day. I have to say, when I first started on YouTube, I had no idea that I was going to have the kind of influence and the reach that I have today. And I get letters, DMs, messages, emails, and like this, comments of people saying, I was going to school, or I'm an accountant, but I've been so inspired by what you do here that I've decided to change and go into interior design. And that's a huge change. Geez, oh, Pete, that would have been great if I had an accounting background. Well, maybe not. maybe I would have been more concerned about how much money I was spending. And those houses wouldn't have looked as fabulous.
And I never would have been hired.
And you would have never been hired. That is so true. Not true. I can't do without him. What was that last question?
The different colors, the light, the blue, and the
Oh,
yellow.
yeah. Go to the store, girl. Pick if you want the blue or the yellow. And you know what? There is a white. You know, all of these light bulbs these days have many different options of colors that you can make them. I like to go for a daylight. I hate the blue lights. And more than anything, guys, everyone listening, not just the person who asked this question. When you get off of this live today, I want you to take a look at your ceiling when your can lights, if you have can lines or what they call pot lights, I think in Great Britain. If you have different colored light bulbs in those different things, fix it. Just fix it. Like, no excuses, because that is, I agree with whoever it is. I don't know if you remember the name of the person because it's probably gone so far, but it is
Octavia, I think.
Octavia.
I think.
Honestly, I completely agree with you. It's very annoying. You just have to go this direction or that. And it sounds to me like you kind of need to get rid of everything and buy all new in a daylight white. The 3,000 Kelvins is what I like. If you go to 4,000 or 5,000, you're getting bluer. So if you're looking at your lights and they look blue, they're probably 5,000. But if you go to 2,700, they're yellow. Get somewhere in the 3,000 to 3,500 Kelvins, and then everything will look consistent and beautiful. It's not worth the lack of peace that you have when you're in your home and all these different lights are different colors. Okay, what else?
Okay.
Hi from Las Vegas, BB Bedijan.
We have
Why can't you guys just be named Kathy and John? I'm sorry. I know how to say those names. I'm kidding. Hi, BB John.
Okay. William Rollins says she could be selling totes, pillow covers, notebooks, small interior decor items, books. Why hasn't she put anything out?
You know, that's a good question. I just need the right connection with a brand. I'm not, we did a line of pillows a number of years ago when we first started Ken Woven. And that was such a big deal. Picking out the fabrics and the styles and the different combinations and the tassels and the fringe. And, you spend hours, days making these decisions. And then they are made and then they come back to, so now we have to distribute them. It's just a big deal. What I'd like is a licensing or brand deal where I am the curator who selects the items or picks things out and makes them, and then they're sold through the other people. Does that make sense? I don't know. I guess I've just been really busy being a designer all these years. And now I'm trying to make content. So I'm uploading every week, like on Thursdays. And so it just takes a lot of time. But thank you for saying that. I think that's really sweet. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Rebecca, not you, Rebecca. There's another comment from another Rebecca asking for operating a drill in the background. We are in a full-blown construction situation. Right. If you missed the beginning,
yes,
Rebecca showed you the room.
Right. You may have missed the beginning that we are actually doing a renovation, 2-day makeover on Scott and Rick's bedroom. And it's going to be so fabulous, you guys. I'm excited that I have the ability. I know what to do to make a big difference. And then when I leave, these guys are going to be like, when they walk into their bedroom, they're just going to be, it's just so amazing. It's why I was really excited about the Weekend Warrior course, because, my whole career has been about taking you from a before to an after. And these projects are minimum 6 months. Usually a year, sometimes 2 years. The Cliff House was a 3.5-year project. So they take a long time to get to the end result. Weekend Warrior is a quick, immediate gratification. Oh, in fact, did you know this? Anybody want to guess what I wanted to call the course? They ended up going with Weekend Warrior, which was also my idea. But what I wanted to call it was a quickie with a happy ending. And I thought, because it's the bedroom edition, how perfect. But I got shot down on that because I guess they thought it was inappropriate.
I need to get my cane with the hook on it to pull her off screen.
Right?
We've got a great comment from Rochelle Gallant saying, and we love hearing this, I took my living room window curtains to the ceiling, to the floor. Wow, what a difference. Thanks for all of your suggestions.
Isn't that amazing? That is like the biggest difference. I have a girlfriend who actually added window treatments to her bedroom because she did a weekend warrior. She took our advice, and her son came into her house and went into her bedroom. He's like, oh my gosh, Mom, this is like, what? It was the window treatments that made such a huge difference. So I'm glad that that worked for you. Listen, if you guys are not members of the design sessions, you are missing out.
It really helps in the shower too, if you wouldn't believe it or not.
Thank you.
I did it in mine after. Rebecca
Actually, that came to my mind when I started answering that question, and then I got so full of myself I forgot to say it. But another place where you can see a huge difference in a room with one item is to add a shower curtain. If you have fabric shower curtain, if you have glass, forget it. But if you have fabric, take that shower curtain to the ceiling and let it drop all the way to the floor. Shocking, the difference. It's shocking. It'll make all the difference in the world. And you're going to say, but how do I get one that long? You buy two and you sew a border along the bottom to make it long enough to go from ceiling to floor. I'm not kidding you. Promise you. I mean, if that's the only thing you ever do based on the things that I've taught you, do that. And then you'll believe me on everything else too. See how that works out? What you got?
I think this is probably an ownership versus rental question, but do you prefer peel and stick wallpaper or the glue type?
Well, it can. So peel and stick wallpaper, there's so many great ones out there. And to be honest with you, Doreen, even if a person owns their home, I still think that the peel and stick is really a viable option. I think the biggest thing about wallpaper that can make or break and make a difference, if you're going to apply wallpaper, it's best if your wall texture is smooth. If you have an orange peel or, like looks like skin with acne scars, you know what I'm saying? That's the orange peel. And you put wallpaper over that, you're going to see that through. So it's an extra step to either mud your wall and make it smooth, or to sand the orange peel down. Then you can use the peel and stick. I think that the benefit of the peel and stick wallpaper is, well, number one, if you can find the look that you want, that's hugely important. But secondly, if at some point you decide to change it and take it down, it's way easier to take that down than it is, wallpaper that's been glued to your walls. Do you see this like hair? What is that? It's like this hair. Okay. It doesn't know where to go. All right. There's that.
That's why it's
there we
easier
go.
to film you when you can't see.
It's better when I'm on the other side of the camera and I can't see myself. All right. So what do you do with the shower liner if it's not long enough? Those are plastic and can't be sewn together. Yes, they can. They can be sewn together, but get on Amazon and you can order like 102-inch long liner. You can get long ones, but you can sew it together. And what I would do is I would sew the border piece, like the extra 12 inches, to the top, and then let it go down, because the top gets a whole lot less water than the bottom. If you're concerned about the stitching holes creating a water thing, I don't think they will, but yeah, you can. Okay. What you got?
I've got My Cozy Nest with Rebecca wants to know, where is the best place to find unique furniture that is affordable?
Oh, gosh.
It's a tough one.
Okay, the best place to find unique furniture that's affordable would be at a garage sale, Craigslist, Facebook Market, a flea market. If you want something unique, the best places to buy affordable furniture is someplace like IKEA and West Elm and, the stores that we all have access to, or most of us have access to, at least here in the US. But it's not unique. It's completely 100% mass made. That's how they keep the cost down. So if you want something unique, look for used furniture that already exists, or find a great sofa or a sectional and have it reupholstered. Reupholstery is going to still cost you a fair amount of money if you use halfway decent fabric. But if you can get the sofa that someone's throwing out for free or $20 or something, it might be worth it.
I think unique is the key word there. In the
Look who's
description.
here. Oh, it's the painter
hey.
guys who were fixing the drywall in the bedroom. You're right. There is construction going on. Okay. Let's see. Love following you on Instagram. Where can you following you now since you're not on Instagram? You can follow me here. That's the point. Here's one of the things that happened, and this isn't Instagram's fault, but both my neighbor and my girlfriend Marvis were commenting that they loved my recent video. And as I asked them more questions about it, what happened was they weren't seeing my actual 20 or 30 minute long video. They were watching a 1 minute reel that was on Instagram that maybe had been reposted to Facebook. And I was like, I want you to watch the video because I'm not just here to entertain. A reel or a short is entertainment, but it's not going to teach you anything. So the deal is this. I want you to come to YouTube. If you want to hear from me or see me, come here. If you want to have interaction with me personally, join the design sessions because I'm there doing live Q&As and I'm available for consultations. And, we run other things that people can get, like, some free Zoom time. But Instagram, so here's the thing. Can I say this? Does anybody want to know? Anybody want to know why I'm not happy with Instagram? Let's see. Leave me a comment. Let's see. Natural light colors, please. Yes. Okay, so some people do want to know. Okay. What color should I paint my living room with? White wall and wood. White ceiling combination. Is the mahogany wood color? Is gray color flooring tiles good or what? I mean, if you've got white walls and ceiling, you can do anything. It's sometimes you guys are looking for quick answers when it's not a quick answer. It's a 6,000 piece jigsaw puzzle or a 600 piece jigsaw puzzle. So all of these questions that you have work together with other things. They're not independent. So I could say, yeah, go with mahogany, or yeah, go with gray. I mean, mahogany and gray both go with white. So it doesn't matter. But what's more important is how many pieces of furniture, and are you repeating a matter somewhere? That's where the things that you learn in the design sessions come in, and you'd know the answers to those questions based on your specific needs, not general. Okay. And oh, look who's here. Look,
There you are.
Scott and Rick are here, and they're bringing in a big one, something big. Very exciting. It's going to be so exciting. Okay. Back to the Instagram thing. So how many of you know what it is to be verified? You get a blue check next to your name, right? Okay. I have tried to get verified for the last 3 years. Never. They would never verify me. And I'm like, I mean, I don't have a huge following on Instagram. I have 200,000 people. It's not like here on YouTube, which is over, 1,200,000. So I just was like, okay. Never got verified. Well, guess what? They've just installed something where you can get verified if you pay them $15 a month. You can get that blue check mark. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm paying for it, the blue check mark is worth nothing because the blue check mark had some weight behind it. This person's been verified. Well, I went ahead and signed up for it because I was just annoyed, but I don't want it anymore. So if you see a blue check mark next to my name on Instagram, don't be impressed. It just means I'm paying for it. In fact, I'm paying more per month than it would cost anybody to join the design sessions. And the design session is something that will change your life. For me, it's just, I'm just over it. I'm over it.
Okay, we've got Rosie here. This is interesting because I think we had somebody similar talk to us about this recently. 37 years old. Is it too late to become a designer? I feel like I've wasted so many years in the wrong job. How long will it take to become a real professional? 10 to 20 years?
No. Rosie is her name?
Rosie, R-O-S-I?
Rosie, R-O-S-I. Okay. Gosh, it doesn't take 10 to 20 years to become a real professional. What it takes is if you've got the gift. So part of it is giftedness. That means you've got an eye for these things. You can look at a space and you know immediately what to do. I think that is the gift. The second thing is experience. So, I mean, my road to becoming a designer was based on working for people for $20 an hour, which sounds, I met with someone, 2 years ago when we were still in the Presidio office. And she had been following me for years and she wanted to be a designer and she was starting out. And I asked her, how are you charging? She was charging $120 an hour. And I was like, okay, I get it. Everyone's entitled nowadays. But girl, you got to earn $120 an hour. You cannot just get out the gate charging money for something you have no experience doing. I look at the time it takes to become an expert at something as it goes both ways. I put in the time to do the job, but at the same time, I'm getting educated with experience. So I charge a whole lot less money because I'm learning. It's almost like I'm paying for my school of getting to do this. So that would be my advice. You can go to school if you want to. Honestly, I'd say join the design sessions and take all of those courses, or not courses, I'm sorry, all of the episodes and learn them, hide them in your heart, commit them to memory, commit them to what's it called? Immersion. When you're trying to learn a new language, immerse yourself in all of the episodes in the design sessions. That's like going to design school. Now, they don't, give you a degree or accreditation, but guess what? Do you guys know anyone who's a successful designer who does not have accreditation or a degree? What I had was chutzpah. I had a vision and I had the personality to sell it, because if I believe in it, I can sell it, right? Ask all those people who used to buy pecan pie for me all the time. I love pecan pie. I can sell pecan pie till the day is long, even to people who are allergic to nuts, to be honest. That's how good I am, because I love it. So learn to be able to sell. The number one most important, I think, personality, what's the word, trait that you should have if you're seriously considering going into design is confidence. If you don't have confidence in what you're saying, and if you don't sell it like you believe it, your clients won't believe it either. So get yourself some confidence. Take some online courses or join the design sessions. It's the cheapest way because it's $9.99 a month. And learn everything you can. And then start doing stuff like this for free. Get your friends to let them help to get your friends, you know what I mean? Do your friend's place for free. Do your cousin, I don't know, whoever you can think of who needs help with their home, get them to let you help them. And what you'll get from that is before pictures, after pictures, and a lot of experience. So that would be my best advice to you now. And I don't think 37 is too old to start. I think I was in my 30s when I started.
Yeah, and you didn't start YouTube until...
Yeah, I didn't start YouTube. Guess what? I didn't start YouTube till I was 50. That's how I know I'm going on my 15th year, because I just had my 65th birthday.
That's right.
But we're not going to talk about that.
Okay, how do you feel about shelving above toilet and the powder room? Seems like designers steer away from them. Thoughts?
Yeah, we kind of do. Anytime you have like one of those plant-on shelving units above a toilet, it just looks like, I don't know, it belongs in a double wide. It's just not classy. There have been a couple times, go and watch the Denver loft video, because I designed a shelving apparatus with cables that were attached to the ceiling, two on either side, that came down, and there was holes in the glass, and the glass was actually brown or bronze, smoky glass. I think there's 3 or 4 shelves, and they hang from the ceiling. They don't, the worst, don't have one that sets on the floor on either side of your toilet, right? And then goes up above and then starts doing its shelves. Now,
Can I share this with my friend Ryan? He has that exactly.
I'm sure he does. And I'm probably, if you're a subscriber, I'm sorry to see you go.
You can't even touch the button to flush it, though.
Right. You can't touch it. Right. Excuse me. So if you can avoid it, I would. But I also, at the same time, understand that storage is premium in a small bathroom. And sometimes you can't help it. You just have to do it. And in a case like that, just do it. Who cares? It's your bathroom. If people coming over to your house are good enough friends, they're not going to judge you. I might, but they're not. But you're probably not having me over. So no, I'm kidding. I would avoid it if you can, but sometimes you can't. So.
Yeah, no, and that's a brilliant example, the one in the Denver loft.
Yes, Denver loft is a great way to do it. But here's the deal. I didn't use it as storage. I used it as decor. So yeah. If you do have to do one of those standalone, or what I'm just the one I was talking about, be careful what you put on it. Add some fresh plants or some succulents, white little vases with green coming out on the different shelves in between the Kleenex thing. You know what I mean? Like, try to make it look good. If it just looks like your tampons are sticking out. Okay, I just got in trouble by all y'all's them over there.
Okay, well, keep this one in your back pocket. I'm probably going to butcher this again by Ayush Sony. He wants you to sing, so maybe we can save that for the end. Close out. It says you're a singer. Obviously, you always do well when you sing on camera. But from Katie, we have the third question. I have vinyl wallpaper in my new 1996 home in the kitchen and bathroom with tiny texture. Should I paint over it or remove it and pay 3 times to remove prep paint? Hired out, of course.
Depends on your budget. If money's not an issue, in a heartbeat, I'd have someone else do it, because that kind of stuff is not fun. I watch a YouTuber on here that many of you probably do as well. He's amazing, and he does all of his own DIY stuff. He's renovating his home, and he's constantly doing stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? Good for you. So if you're young and you have the time and the talent and the energy, and you don't have a job other than making YouTube videos, so you can do it, then, do it yourself. Take the stuff down, blah, blah, blah. But if at all you can afford to pay someone else, I would do that. I've spent many, many years doing things on my own. And it's like hanging pictures. I just can't stand to do that by myself, because trust me, that picture will be on the wall, or that piece of art, but there'll be 12 holes on the wall behind it, because that's how many times I had to stand back and go, oh, it's too low. And then I raise it up and, oh, now it's crooked. It's too. So those kinds of things I would try to hire out. And actually getting a handyman or getting a friend to help you with it, that can make a big difference too. Did that answer the question, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have our boy Tarzan Aaron in here.
Tarzan Aaron, hey.
Scotty is so lucky to have his mom.
Come here, Scott.
A mom like you. Sweaty. And now have a boyfriend.
Sorry, got boob sweat.
Yeah, he's so lucky.
He's the one that's not.
People are saying you're lucky to have a mom like me.
I am very blessed.
Why aren't you like this when the camera's not on? He actually is. He's really good to me. And I just woke up this morning. There was a text saying, Mom, I changed your date to fly out. You're not flying out on Saturday. You're going to fly out on Monday. And I'm like, oh, so we have a couple more days together. I think he's looking at this project we're doing and going, oh my God, we're running out of time, which we are. So that's fine. Hey, we are, we've been going for almost an hour, maybe not quite an hour, because
we have about 5 minutes left.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to ask you right now, would you go in and give a thumbs up to this video? Because only 130 people have thumbs up the video. And if you care at all about my manicure, I'm just kidding. I want to see that number go up.
An interesting one.
What?
Can I add drapes to a window with plantain shutters?
It's probably plantation shutters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can. Take a look at the video I did last year on updating my spring and summer update for my guest bedroom. You'll see that I have plantation shutters and I have window treatments on either side, and they look great. They're fine. You can do it. Look at it's up to 254. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Oh, and you're giving me thumbs up on here too in your comments. I like that. It's the one up here above the video. You see where he sees the thumbs and the, I don't know if you see that, but I see it. There are 666 people on right now, just so you know. So I'm expecting that number to go up. Just saying. What else you got?
They're kind of jumping around right now, so if you want to take one off the screen, or I'll try to find one. So
Thumbs up on YouTube, everyone under her title. Yeah, under my title. What's my title? I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway.
My bedroom has
Oh,
a
we're almost up to 300 thumbs up.
Let's
You guys.
get 'em moving.
Oh,
My bed-
three. I
There we
love
go.
you.
There we go.
Okay.
My bedroom has a long horizontal window on a wall positioned high above. What kind of window covering should I put on it?
Oh, it's in your bedroom. I know what you're talking about. Is it above your bed?
On the wall,
On the wall?
positioned high above.
Yeah, that's okay. So here's something you could do. Let's say I'm going to assume it's not above your headboard. I'm going to assume it's on another wall. So you could put a credenza below that. So here's what they're talking about, guys. You got a wall like this, right? And up high, there is a rectangular, one of those awkward windows that's either from a new build trying to be cute or from a 70s build, usually, where they did these windows. Okay. They're not even legal anymore, I don't think, because they don't match egress. You can't get out of a window like that unless there's a door or another window. But anyway, besides that, here's your wall. Put a credenza below it, set a TV above it, and then right above that, you'll have your windows. Now it will look like a thing. Now it won't just look like random out from nowhere. And then you could hang panels on either side that go all the way down past that. Oh, do you see my hands? Can you tell I did spray tan? Okay. Then you see these panels that come down on either side. And now you've like framed this whole thing. There's an idea. I think I like it. All right. So do you think an interior designer needs to draw well? No, because I can't. I'm bad at drawing. And my teacher said I'm not good for design. Shame on her or him. I want to know what you think about, is good drawing important in design? No, I don't. And I'll tell you why, because everything is digital. Like that's one of the reasons why I started doing SketchUp, because I could share, I can take a mouse and draw a line and create the look that I want. I do not think that being able to draw is a reason to not be in design. And I want to say I'm very disappointed in your teacher for telling you that you should not be in design. That is not their business. I mean, if you just can't do anything right and you come up with really bad designs, maybe there's a reason to say, oh, maybe you should go back to singing or waitressing. But not being able to draw, people are just so wrong in my never to be humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're up to 350 thumbs up. All right. That's so nice. Thank you. Okay. I live in a small apartment. The dining room is open to the kitchen. Okay. We never use the dining rooms for its intended use. Okay. How do I furnish this room? I don't know what you want to do. I mean, I get that you don't use it for a dining room, but what do you need? Do you need a bar and a lounge? Do you need a coffee place in the morning with some comfortable chairs? Do you need a place to teach your children homeschooling? I mean, depending on what you want it to be, do you need it to be just a place to kick back and relax? Sorry, it's not a question that I can answer easily because I don't have enough information. So I'm going to have to call it quits now. We're at 3:00 and we started at 2. Well, that's based on time in Tulsa. So I want to know, do you guys like this format of being able to ask questions and have me answer them to the best of my ability, just on a, throw it out there and get an answer quick kind of thing? Is that valuable to you? Would you like me to do this kind of thing more often? Because I don't do it that often. I usually put a video up, but because I'm out of town this week, I gave Dorian the week off from editing. Let's give Dorian a hand. Do you know that this man doesn't ever, almost never takes vacation time? I don't think you've ever taken an entire week off in the 12 years we've worked together.
That's something I wanted to talk to.
Something he'd like to, talk about. Sorry, I brought it up. But
Actually,
yes.
it's not true though, because I worked on Brenda's.
Thank you, Dorian. Yes, I like the Ask Me Anything videos. Cool. Love your life. Well, thank you. Oh, you're live. Oh, well, thank you for that too. Guys, I love you. I hope you know how much you mean to me. One thing I'll just little known fact. My love language, how many of you know what the love languages are? Mine is verbal affirmation. And my kids pointed out years ago, Mom, I think the reason you are so committed to YouTube and you love it so much is because you get the verbal feedback. It's not verbal, but it's written feedback in the comments. And that feeds you. Because I was in a marriage where my ex-husband never verbally affirmed me, or seldom verbally affirmed me. So I got the love from you guys. So when I say to you that I love you, I stinking mean it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for those of you who take the time to leave a comment. I read almost all of them. I respond to as many as I can, and it makes my day. It's very, very rare that I get a negative comment. And you know what? It happens. I've been doing this for a long time, so I get it. But to those of you who are leaving a legitimate comment about a question or, commenting on something you just saw, that is very precious to me. So thank you. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm going to try to end this thing without looking like an idiot. And be sure to come back and see the video of Scott and Rick's bedroom and their upstairs area. I think that's going to be dreamy. And Brenda's room is coming soon. And I have another video coming out. I think our video last week that we did on organizing my closet in the kitchen and my junk drawer has done very well. You guys have been very responsive to that. And I don't know if you realize how much it means to people like me who make content to know that it's resonating and that you're learning something and that you're enjoying it. So thank you so much. It looks like I'll have to go back here. I hope I have access to read all these comments later, because come to Park City. Listen, I'm very impulsive. You saw how quickly I came to San Diego. You should have your guest room ready just in case I show up. All right, you guys, I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.